citing some of the efforts to improve the plight of children with intellectual disabilities, like empowering them and their parents through micro-agribusiness. President Mrs. Joyce Banda urged leaders to use influence and political will to foster increased support and conducive environment for people with intellectual disabilities. Delivering her keynote address at the Global Development Summit, President Joyce Banda has called on the world to ensure that people with disabilities are not denied access to their basic needs. She said as a leader, mother, and human rights advocate, she will ensure that injustice and all forms of stigma on people with intellectual disabilities is exposed, and that the entire nation must realize their full potential and accommodate them in developmental plans.
Dearest to my heart are children with disabilities, children whose needs and whose potential are generally ignored. Compared with other children, they are more at greater risk of malnutrition and poverty, and are usually ignored by the people who should protect them. Children with disabilities are not only vulnerable to discrimination, but to outright segregation as well. They are the ones who will most likely never go to school and never enjoy the thrills of childhood. Many of them are hidden away, making it even harder for social services to reach them. Hidden away by the people and the communities that are supposed to protect and cherish them. Children with disabilities are more likely to suffer from neglect, abuse, and violence. Sadly, child protection systems rarely address the challenges that children with disabilities face. We must therefore do more to identify these children and tailor-make programs that support their needs. This is a universal calling. This is a universal calling, that all countries develop comprehensive programs in health, education, nutrition, psychosocial support that support children with disabilities so they can make the most of their lives.
President Mrs. Joyce Banda has also pledged her commitment in working closely with Special Olympics, UN agencies, and the development community in support to her wish to host an African Leaders Forum in Malawi, where the plight facing those with intellectual disabilities in an African context will be addressed. Reporting from Pyeongchang in South Korea, I am Beatrice Juma.